Fiend, 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 fiend. Just take your time for the night. Get you right. Da-da. Wow. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Blitz Renegade. And you already know what this is. Night 2 WrestleMania review, baby. Now, we were going to talk about the main event, obviously. And I am hyped. We finally got the belt off of that bum jobber. That bummy boy jobber. Cody Threv. But you guys probably, when I get down to explaining it, when we get to it, you're going to probably be confused as to, why I feel the way I feel about it. I'm happy he lost, but it doesn't make sense, the whole main event. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a try. And if you're old to the channel, hit that like button. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Royal Red Zone podcast. All right. So night 2, Stephanie McMahon opens up the show, and she's doing the welcome to WrestleMania. Boo-boo. You already know the McMahons. Absolutely love seeing themselves on camera and doing all that goofy stuff. So the McMahons open up the show, and she's like, "Welcome to WrestleMania." And then the show starts with Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. The match made no sense. Bianca obviously deserved to just fight one-on-one versus whoever was the champion, but they had to throw, Io and Rhea in, so that they do a three women's way. But the finish was good, in my opinion. Just the finish. I wanted Io to win, and I liked the finish where I think Bianca hit a KOD, and then Io did a moonsault and landed on them, and then pinned, she pinned both of them, or pinned whoever was pinning the other one. I thought that was pretty cool. So that I'm not gonna lie, that match had me turned up. I was down here with my girlfriend, and she was taking a nap. And I woke her up because I was so turned up about that match ending. So, yeah, that match had me turned up. Shout out Io Sky for that W. So, I was hyped about that. So, I would say that match was solid. I didn't think it was, great. I didn't think it was, really super good. But, like I said, it had me turned up. So, next up was the street fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest in the Sin City street fight. Wasn't even really a street fight. I don't even think they bled at it at all. I think they just were ruffling. It was just a tough fight. But Damian Priest got put through 2 tables, and Drew McIntyre ended up winning. The match wasn't that crazy, but it was decent. Nothing that insane. I didn't really think it was that special. I really would have liked it if they would have fought out in the city, parts of on the strip or something, fight in the casino or fight in strip clubs or something. That'd be cool, because that's what Vegas is. If it's a street fight, would have been cool. Or they could have taped the match and then played it. I don't know. There's just so much you could have done with a street fight. You're just going to have a street fight in the ring. I don't even think they fought in the crowd. So that was just it's not really a street fight if you're not fighting in the street. So, but like I said, Drew McIntyre ended up winning, which I'm pretty sure everybody kind of assumed that he was going to win. So that was that. Next up, I believe, was Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Penta. And another match. I was rooting for Braun Breaker, and I really honestly thought Penta was going to win. But surprisingly, Dominic Mysterio finally got his first singles title. And this is the funny thing about WWE fans, is that shout out C-Jax. They're all bots. They just do what they're told to do. They literally have no reason to be booing, just like with Bianca. If you go survey a fan and asked them, why are you booing her? They probably would just be, oh no, I just like Rhea. Oh no. So same thing with Dom. If you literally were to ask a WWE fan, oh, why are you booing Dom? Oh no. Oh no, should we, oh no. They probably have no reason as to why they're booing Dom. Because during the whole match, he's like super over. Everyone's cheering and like saying, dirty, dirty Dom, dirty, dirty Dom. Like, so it just confused me as to like why for the entire duration when he was like within the Judgment Day, they would never let him speak. I mean, he's still in the Judgment Day, but like when he gets a mic, they boo over him. And I don't, I don't really get that. Like, let the dude talk. It doesn't make any sense. They just boo over him, and they couldn't even tell you why they boo him. So that's what I was saying. Shout out Dom Mysterio. He finally got his title. It's just weird. Like, he hasn't won anything. He literally hasn't won anything in the WWE. But here's your Intercontinental Champion in Triple H's WWE. So it's all about if you get over or not with the fans. If you get literally just being over gets you a title in the WWE. So that was that. Next up, I believe, was Randy Orton's Open Challenge. Randy Orton's Open Challenge. And Randy Orton came to the ring looking jacked. Lady was like, weighing 290 pounds. Randy Orton. He comes to the ring, and he's cutting a promo. He's like, I feel bad for any superstar who has the balls to come out and fight me. And then all of a sudden, the cut to the camera, they open up the doors, and all you hear is, say his name, he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. And then Joe Hendry appears, obviously. Comes down to the ring, TNA World Champion. And to be honest, I can't remember what. I was listening to another YouTube. It might have been The Hater. Talk about this. But the TNA and even the AAA thing. I'm going off on a tangent real quick. But like doing that, I feel like doesn't do anything for the smaller promotion. Like it'd be like not WNBA. It'd be like G League players playing against NBA players, like starters. I'm talking about LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Steph. It'd be like them playing against G League players for one night and just, maybe at halftime of the finals, because it has to make sense to WWE. It'd be like them playing them at halftime of the finals in a meaningless game. But, like, it doesn't really... Joe Hendry it wasn't really a squash. It was like a glorified squash match. Like, he didn't get squashed, but he was out there. He wasn't even out there really getting his moves off. He was kind of out there just joking around and playing with the Viper. He was not doing it. He was jobbing and being a jokester, basically. R-Truth type of character out there, or Santino Marella. So it didn't really make sense as to why he was even there. I mean, the exposure of TNA, but I don't think the champion should be acting like that. The champion should be out there taking it extremely seriously, especially if the champion has a WrestleMania match. Like, are we serious? So, Randy Orton, he did his little kip up move, and then that was the end of that match. Randy Orton hit him with that RKO, and the match concluded. And then Randy Orton was like celebrating with them at the end, lifted his arm up to all the fans. And then Joe Hendry started trying to walk out. Randy turned him around, hit him with that RKO. And then he did the little goofy kip up. It was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. So, yeah, that was that. And then after that, it was AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul came to the ring with what did he have? He had a drone. He had like a drone cam, and he was walking down to the ring, and he was singing the lyrics to his song, and his song was like, I'm humble. And it's like, bro, you picked one of the I'm sure that's the joke of his song, because that dude is not humble. So he was walking down to the ring. He had the little camera showing off and showing himself. And then AJ Styles came out, and that was a good match. If you're a wrestling purist, that was the match for you, because AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers of all time, and Logan Paul is super athletic, can hang with the best of them for sure. And so that ending, I can't remember. I think Logan hit AJ with the Styles Clash, and it did no damage. It did no effect, which was funny. But he did the Styles Clash to him, and then AJ rolled out of it, and then he hit Logan right back with the Styles Clash. And then one of his friends, the Jeff guy, snuck over to give him the brass knuckles, which is like, I swear it's the spot for every match. The little brass knuckles. It's like, do you have anything? They don't have any new material. It's always those Jeff dudes sneaking up and giving the brass knuckles. I've been to like 3 or 4 WWE events in the last couple years, and every time I go and Logan Paul's fighting, that Jeff guy jumps the barricade. Or every time I'm watching on TV, that Jeff guy seems to always jump the barricade and give brass knuckles to Logan, or he gets caught giving the brass knuckles, or someone else uses the brass like. His match endings are so predictable. He tries to use brass knuckles every single time he fights, and it's just like, dude, do you have any other like finish to a match? It's just getting old seeing you use brass knuckles every single time. And Logan Paul's a special attraction. Like, his matches are special attraction matches. So are you just going around parading that finish because that's all that Logan Paul is supposed to? Because he boxes. So but I don't know, it's just goofy. But, so the Jeff dude got caught by Karrion Kross. And Karrion was begging AJ to use the knuckles. Just do it. And I don't know why. For some odd reason, that was like the thing of the night. Just like, do it. But AJ didn't want to do it. He hit Karrion Kross, threw the knuckles away, said he wasn't going to do it. And then I think he got back in the ring, tried to do the phenomenal forearm, missed it. Logan hit him with a punch, with the big forearm or the big knockout punch, and then hit him with the pulverizer. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Logan Paul beats AJ Styles, one of the best wrestlers, like technical wrestlers of all time. So after that was the ladies, Lyra Valkyria with the mystery partner versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan and Raquel came out first, wearing all red, and then Lyra came out looking like a Valkyrie, probably representing that Clash of Clans. So she comes out, and then all of a sudden, everybody already knew. Whoa. So she comes out, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I listened to that match through a commentary of the Chiseled Adonis, one of my live stream people that I listen to. Shout out Chiseled Adonis. He's one of the guys who inspired me to go ahead and start doing YouTube. So shout out Chiseled. I listened to you while you did the match. You're obviously not listening to this video. There's no way. But just wanted to shout you out, plug you for anybody else who is doing, who listens to my YouTube videos. Go check him out over at the Chiseled Adonis. But I was using the bathroom, like I said, so I didn't listen to that. I didn't watch that match. But I heard that Becky Hogan and Lyra Valkyria won, and now Lyra has 2 belts, so they'll probably lose one of them. She'll probably lose one of them pretty quickly here. No doubt. No doubt she'll be losing one quickly. And so, yeah, that was that. After that, I believe the glass broke, and we had a special guest appearance from the one, the only, Stone Cold Steve Austin, driving down his ATV down to the ring because he has residency in Vegas, so we all knew he was going to be there. So he comes down driving his ATV around the ring, and he actually crashed into the barricade. And there was a lady sitting front row who will be getting a settlement. She will be suing because it was funny. The president of WWE, Nick Khan, not to be confused with Tony Khan, no relation. AEW president. The marks in the comments about to be heated because I even said anything about AEW. But Nick Khan was over there talking to her, checking to make sure she was all right. She's probably gonna fake as if she isn't, so she can get that lawsuit money. And to be honest, I don't blame her. She'll be able to pay for next year's WWE with the way that they were charging. All Stone Cold was out there to do was just announce the attendance with a big old 62,000 or 63,000, which, do we believe that? To be honest, no, we don't believe that. Like, come on now. There was 61,000 the night before. Now all of a sudden there was 63,000. So, and then let me see. The grand total was like it was like 127,000 or something like that. And it's like, why do you guys I'm assuming if you're going to go to night one, you're probably going to night two. Like, you're going to buy the 2-day pass. How many people are going to just only go to night two? That's probably not a thing. You spend all that money to go out there. Why would you go for one day? So I'm sure that the night one numbers but obviously the numbers were 2,000, but so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm being facetious, but like, why would 2,000 more people come for night two, even though you paid all that money to go to both nights? So I don't know. That always just cracked me up with WWE announcing two numbers and then combining them as if like for the whole weekend. Like, it's the same people, but they got to dress it up, make it look all sexy, make it look all nice. So that was that. And then he got out of the ring. He had to drink a couple beers. You already know, Stone Cold drinking a couple beers, flipping people off, doing things he's got to do. And then he walked up the ramp because he didn't want to catch another lawsuit. But he went over and checked on the lady again to make sure she was all right. And I'm sure Nick Khan was over there opening up the pocketbook. We can make this go away, sweetie. Don't worry. We'll give you... She's probably going to get some Backlash tickets. Some Backlash tickets or, maybe some Money in the Bank tickets. Something like that. A free Cody Rhodes signed t-shirt. Free John Cena commemorable belt, spinner belt. Something goofy. So that was that. And then the main event. John Cena didn't do anything to his character. Just came out, black t-shirt, black entrance, all that. Came out with the same little, the last time is now, little towel. Put it over his head. Walked down the very long and large little aisleway. Excuse me. And then Cody Rhodes came out with his little Clash of Clans mask or Iron Man mask and insane pyro. And honestly, WWE telegraphs what they're going to do. So on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes went over on John Cena. And then last year, Roman Reigns came out first. Oh, sorry. Cody Rhodes came out first. And then the challenger, basically. Someone's going to win if they come out first. So Roman Reigns came out first. EO came out first. Sorry. The challenger, usually, if the challenger comes out first versus the champion, they're probably going to win. That's what I think, though, from the most part. So they kind of telegraph that. There's no way they're just doing it by, like, who's over. Or, like, the person that they're, who's over more, whose theme song they want to hear more. But I don't know, I could be wrong. But that's what I felt. So, like, last year, Roman Reigns came out second. Cody came out first, and Cody won. I don't know how it was for 39, but who knows? So then the match was terrible, to be honest. Like, it was a lot of... I heard rumors from BC that John Cena, because he's working on that movie and stuff like that, he probably couldn't get as physical as you would have wanted him to. So doing the heel made more sense, being a heel. So he could be a cowardly heel, back out of the ring, be scared and just not fight, actually. Kind of just waste time and bull crap. So the match I'm not going to lie. I was kind of on my phone, all on the interweb, listening to The Chisel, listening to BC. Not really, watching the match for what it was. Until about when the ref got hit. Right when the ref got hit, that was when I kind of started, locking in, if you want to say. Is that the term the kids use, lock in? That's when I started locking in. The ref went down, and then I think after that was when you heard the Fiend, the WrestleMania theme song. And Travis Scott walks his way down to the ring very slowly. John Cena's sitting there cracking up, smiling, because he knows he's about to get 17. He can just taste it. So La Flame comes down, and a little bit of an interference. And, I forgot to... Let me back it up. Michael Cole, the biggest mark of all time, said he was going to call this match 50-50 because he loves John Cena and he loves Cody Rhodes. I've known John for 20 years and I've known Cody since he was a boy, so I have to be fair in this match. So I feel like Michael actually did a good job calling the match. I don't think he was doing the weird stuff that he used to do on TV, but it's besides the point. The Flame came down, and he ate a crossroads. Him and Cody got into it, and I just didn't feel like Cody took enough initiative, like usual. I just feel like if he busted your eardrum, he blackened your eye. Why'd you let him even get in the ring? You should have been on him like white on rice. It should have been he shouldn't have even had a chance to get in there. He should even, when his music hit and you knew he was coming, he should have been how CM Punk was. I ain't waiting for this dude. I'm going to get him. I feel like. So, but he finally got he hit the crossroads with the Cody Cutter on the Flame, on Cactus Jack. And then, after that, I think John Cena had the belt ready to hit him with it. And then Cody grabbed the belt from him and he told him make a decision. Are you gonna go bad or are you gonna go good? You're gonna use the belt to cheat or not? And Cody couldn't make up his mind. And that was when John Cena low blowed him and then grabbed the belt, hit him with it, pinned him 1, 2, 3, and it was over. And I was in my basement marking out because I am so happy that they finally got the belt off of this freaking jobber. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lordy. When they showed Cody Rhodes' stats, they had to show dumb stuff. This is his 10th WrestleMania, his 9th title defense, and he's been the champion for this many days. But then this dude, they couldn't even show real accolades. They had to show just dumb stuff because he's not that guy. And no, you can't blame it on no Vince. You can't blame it on anybody but Cody Rhodes. He's just boring and terrible. So thank you, Lordy, for getting the title off of that jobber. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into how just dumb and pointless, other than the Hollywood thing, but just how dumb and pointless that heel turn was. No Rock. Everybody was talking about Heyman and Seth Rollins. None of that. No Roman. No Stone Cold. Nothing. All we got was Travis Scott. So you mean to tell... This is what makes me really frustrated. You mean to tell me, and I'm gonna rip into this for probably a while whenever I think of Cody Rhodes. You ended a 1,361 day reign from Cody Rhodes, or 1,316 day reign from Cody Rhodes on Roman Reigns. You ended that long 4-year, 5-year reign just for him to turn around a year later and lose to John Cena. Now, Cody's character is kind of buried. Like, there was no point in, unless you just wanted to start fresh for Roman, but his character's absolutely in the garbage can too. So unless you just wanted to knock everybody back down to square zero, but it's like, what was the point of taking the belt off of Roman Reigns just for you to turn around and give this dude a little trial period and then bring back John Cena, who's head and shoulders above Roman, and, who's like, he's on that, obviously he's head and shoulders above him because he's John Cena. But, Roman Reigns is, like, obviously still coming, but it's like, it just doesn't make any sense as to why. And then, why would John Cena face heel? No version of John Cena would ever need Travis Scott to beat Cody Rhodes. So you make Cody Rhodes seem like this, like, because he took down Roman, but now you're burying Roman. So you're doing a disservice to literally everybody. And then the Rock thing, I feel like the Rock thing was just a shock value type of thing. There was no point in having the Rock even come out there. Travis Scott makes sense because you paid that off and you got the receipt and everything. But I feel like that receipt was forced because the only reason they needed it was because he busted his eardrum and blackened his eye. If he didn't do that, I'm sure they probably would have kept Travis Scott off the show. He probably would have just been in the fans chilling. But I was just we're confused. We just don't know where to go from here. And it just feels like it was rushed, and Triple H cared more about being in the Hall of Fame than actually booking the show. And he probably didn't even book this. He probably just wants to take credit for it. He wanted to cuss out the fans and just be a jackhole and be in the Hall of Fame and all that other stuff. And it's just frustrating for us as WWE fans to have to sit around and put up with that, because it's just like, dude, if you want to be like I always say, if you want to be a character on the show, be a character on the show. If you want to be Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce, be them. If you want to just be in the rooms and sit in, do that. And then just take the credit for it. We just don't need to know that you're putting yourself over and putting yourself on the forefront. And it's like, what have you done to deserve all to be worshipped? And it just doesn't make any sense. So they paid it off. They paid off the heel turn. Honestly, at what's it called? At the Elimination Chamber. So we didn't really even need to see this. Everybody already knew Cena was winning. Cody went over the couple times he went over, but Cody's character is destroyed. It just makes no sense. So I'm looking for answers. I don't understand it. This Mania night was solid. I think it was better than yesterday, but I don't think it was great. We got to keep our standards high. We got to keep our bar high. I don't think it was great. I think it was like, I gave yesterday a 3. I'd probably say this was like a 4 or 5. It was just a little bit better. Yeah, I'd say a 5. A 5 is just like, it was just eh. And then with the main event, I don't even think that was that good. I'm happy the belt is off of Cody Rhodes, but the story just doesn't make sense, and I need the story to make sense. So I'd say a 5 because the matches were better, and I cared more about it. I was more invested, but that John Cena story was supposed to be the thing carrying it and making it like matter, And to be honest, the night before, even that, I was going to say the night before made more sense, but there's holes in that where it's just like, what are we doing, So, I don't know. I guess I'll have to see what the other creators in this circle are talking about and see how they feel about it, because, we all just kind of go off of each other. So that's it from your boy, Blitz Renegade. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Royal Red Zone podcast. Like I said, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And that's it for the night 2 review. We keep it no holds barred, no flags thrown, and no fouls drawn. And we're going to continue to do that. NFL draft coming up, NBA playoffs coming up. So we will be all over all of this for the next week. And then Monday Night Raw, SmackDown reviews will start coming back out as well. So thank you guys again. Happy Easter.